Yes, you read that correctly. The King of Spain killed his brother. This is a topic not discussed in Spain, but here we reveal the whole truth. A gift, Easter week, and the statements of the King of Spain. We present all the key details of the case. This terrible and secret event took place in 1956, when the royal family was staying in Estoril, Portugal, during Easter week. To set the context, the family consisted of Juan de Borbón, his wife Doña Maria, and their 4 children, Juan Carlos, Margarita, Pilar, and Alfonso. Juan Carlos had just turned 18 and was given a .22 caliber long automatic star pistol, a gift that would mark his life forever. On March 29, 1956, Alfonso, the youngest of the siblings, returned home after being at church, unaware of what would happen minutes later. Shortly after his return, a gunshot was heard in the room, and Don Juan de Borbón, the father of the family, ran to the location where 14-year-old Alfonso and 18-year-old Juan Carlos were. When the father arrived, he encountered a tragic scene. The lifeless body of Alfonso, the youngest sibling, was lying on the floor. The bullet had entered through Alfonso's nose and reached his brain. It is said that when Juan saw what had happened, he wrapped his son's body in a Spanish flag. In the face of this terrible event, he turned to Juan Carlos and said a phrase that the monarch would never forget. "Swear to me that you didn't do it on purpose." Despite what happened, there was never an official investigation, and it took years for Juan Carlos to speak about his brother, with revealing statements that we will see later. The press reported the incident but never dared to suggest a possible involvement of the prince in the death. The official statement issued by the royal house read as follows. While His Highness the Infante Alfonso was cleaning a revolver with his brother, a shot was fired that hit him in the forehead and killed him in a few minutes. It is noteworthy that both in Spain and Portugal there was absolute silence on this matter. Following the incident, the children's parents made an important decision. The day after the homicide, Juan Carlos was sent to Spain to be with the dictator Francisco Franco, far from his family, to continue his preparation as the future king of Spain. A friend of his confesses that his hands trembled the first time he held a weapon again after returning to the military academy. He was devastated and greatly affected by what had happened days earlier. The impact on his parents was indescribable. His mother, Doña Maria, was never the same, and sadness took hold of her forever. King Juan de Borbón never spoke publicly about his son again. The truth was revealed in statements made years later, in a letter from Don Jaime de Borbón, the children's uncle, to his secretary. My dear Ramon, several friends have recently confirmed to me that it was my nephew Juan Carlos who accidentally killed his brother Alfonso. He was not the only one to recount this version. Bernardo Arnoso, a friend of Juan de Borbón, shared on one occasion that the emeritus king himself confessed to him that he had aimed at Don Alfonso, thinking the revolver was not loaded, and pulled the trigger to impress him. Don Juan Carlos's statements did not come until 2015 when King Juan Carlos gave an interview in which he said the following. "I miss him a lot, not having him by my side, not being able to talk to him. We were very close. He was very nice. He played golf very well. I loved him a lot and he loved me a lot too, but life must go on." The feeling of guilt has haunted him since that day, and that event has shaped his introverted personality.